you've transitioned from being a coach to a mentor with Swimming Queensland. How's that changed your approach, and what are some of the philosophies you've carried across your various roles?
Obviously the biggest change is you're not responsible for all athletes, but suddenly you're responsible for a whole group of other people, coaches. Responsible for athletes is probably more intense at the moment, and for the coaches, it makes coaches are very thankful that actually they get someone in that function in these positions. Swimming Queensland, I think, does a great job at that, spending quite a large amount of money to have a coaching team behind their coaches, and the challenge is to think through each individual coach and his setups, his experiences to adapt as quickly as possible. With my swimmers, I worked 10 times a week in the water and another 4 times in dry land, so you get to know them obviously very, very well. With coaches, you see them every now and then. So you have to adapt very quickly and understand where they come from, what are their needs, and what is it they can improve.
You moved away for a while and travelled with your kids. So why did you do this, and perhaps what did they learn, or even you learn about your kids along the way?
It obviously was about family, and before my boys went to school, it was just a perfect timing. The end of another Olympic cycle, 4 years in the making. And the whole 2013, we decided to travel around the world, seeing all kind of nations, cultures particularly, and that was probably the greatest thing. The family got really close, even the 2 boys. I got 2 boys. They came off their trip like the best mates ever, and I could only recommend it if you can do it. Financially, but I worked a lot as well, probably up to 20 weeks or so, but at all different places for different countries. That was great too as an experience to grow for me.
Yep. You were the head coach with Swimming Queensland. Why do you think Swimming Queensland collectively performs so well at a national level and even at an international level? Like, I think the area of southeast Queensland perhaps outperforms the rest of the world internationally.
Yeah.
So what do you think are some of the, or what do you believe are the reasons behind that?
I think Queensland was very early into it, a leader in looking after the coaches, focusing on the coaches who work with the athletes and not just focusing on the athletes. We had some great leaders. They made the difference to the other coaches culturally. I do believe it's a massive part of it. So what is high performance coaching? Or nowadays I'm as much concerned about what is world class coaching at development levels. I think it's crucial to have the right people in a position to influence the rest of the state.
Yeah.
And so again, we focus on the coaches. If you make a difference to one coach, that coach will make a difference to a larger group of athletes, a club environment, and everything else beyond that. So that's our main focus, and I think we've done it quite well. And we're fortunate we have great leaders in the business as well who influence our coaching scene.
So obviously Queensland's been able to do that, but all the other states, I assume, are trying to copy our model or integrate some of the Queensland systems into their own model. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think that you just can't take the Queensland example and apply it?
Again, if you have the right people with the right culture, I think it works. If you have, like all the time, if you have the wrong people in the positions with emphasis, then maybe not as crucial towards what makes the difference, whatever it is, whether high performance or at the grassroots. We still have to improve our game at the grassroots in Queensland, that we have membership growth again, that we look after the younger kids probably in a different way. That's the challenge right now that we face, and my team behind me, and we try to work hard at that. High performance works quite well. So copying partially, if you have the right people, but then it's a cultural thing as well, of knowing how to deal with mentors as a coach, of knowing how to deal with workshops, knowing how to deal with other coaches on pool deck. Are they my opposition, or are they part of me being able to grow as well? And I think that's one of the things we mentioned as well. We are on pool deck together, the coaches.
Alright, fantastic. Thanks so much for your time today, Stephan, and keep an eye out for more videos from ASCTA.